Light at the trap light coming up. Unless for some strange reason I decide to come for another trip. I doubt it though. I'll start collecting wood for my house now for the winter. See moose tracks in here, but I haven't lately. You can see where a moose was thrashing around here, and a moose bed there, but no fresh tracks. How old do you think this tree is? Definitely about 200 years old. Somewhere there. Crazy, eh? Slowly grow around here. That's a big one. I have to take back with me. I'm not leaving it here. It's going to be packed in my sleigh. And I'll rake up all the nails and all that. Clean it up nicely. Let the ashes wash away this summer. So, because it's out in my trap, I doesn't mean I leave a shithole everywhere I go. I like to keep it nice and clean. Well, I decided to put a storm door in the woodshed since I had it lying around. Yeah. Not the best door, and I just made it work. Just to stop the wind and any snow from getting in. Pretty big gap on the bottom, but I don't care about that. Not at all. It's really just to stop the snow. I think next year I'll cover this in. No big deal right now. Well, the barbecue's on. Baked potatoes on there. My steak's ready. The water's ready to steam some veggies. My Wolverine was still pretty frozen, so I rolled them up and I put them in the cold room. It's just about 8 o'clock, and you know what? I'm tired. That's enough for this day. I've been going for about 12 hours now. That's good enough. It's time to get off my feet and just enjoy a nice steak. I got some 330 boxes here to put together, but I'm going to unplug the compressor, and I'll do those up tomorrow morning because I'm not leaving here till late tomorrow.
Stirs it in, takes a buck. Dell leaves him behind the net from Brett Burns. Calgary changing now as Burns gives the puck to Evander King. Elroy, pass picked off. Goalie.
Good morning. Lightly snowing. -6 up there. Whiskey Jacks are eating steak and toast. And there's a few birds sitting here in the tree now. Some roast beaks. There they all are in a row. That's kind of a nice shot, actually. I don't have my camera here anymore. I stopped bringing it because I do photography, but you know what? It's secondary now to my videos, so I stopped bringing it. But I'll use it again this summer. I always thought I was going to get into photography. I started, and that was my, of course, with anything else, like whether it be YouTube, whether it be you know, photography, I don't buy big when I start to just get something cheap, and because you know what, that hobby a lot of times goes on the shelf. So I brought a nice Rebel, an old, well, used Rebel, great shape and nothing crazy for a lens. And I started taking my pictures, and lots of them, and I loved it, but I fell more towards doing YouTube than I did photography. So I still have the Canon Rebel. It's still a great camera, but it's at home now. I had it here, but I said I don't use it, so I don't want it sitting warming up and in the cold, so I took it back. I got my Wolverine here. It's doing the bars now. That's a little too high. Let's see. Get that down to about here. So I got my one pelt out there, my wolf. I'm just brushing it, so I'll slowly get everything out. As the day goes on, and brush them, but this is my most important one right now. Just perfect. I'm glad I didn't do it last night. So freaking tired. Exhausted last night. It's a long day yesterday. Okay, I'm ready for fleshing now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think, readjust this leg. Maybe not, we'll see. I hope it stays like this, clear up nicely. This is a good height. I think it was a good height. But it is. So the sawdust I also used for my honey bucket. Works really well. I do have my toilet box, or the honey bucket box. It is vented, but I use sawdust also. Works very well. I just can't get here in the summer to dig a one of those. There I would have an outhouse. Well, as you can see, cleared up quite nicely out there. Nice and bright, but that could go away anytime. To the north, I see the same type of cloud, so hopefully it stays nice out. I'd rather leave like this than having it snow. I can see a lot more. Never know what you're gonna see. And trapping's all over, so if I see any wolves or anything, that's it. Can't get nothing now. So it's all done. Well, just sitting here relaxing. Wolverine's outside cooling off, then I'll bag it and we'll stretch it either tonight or tomorrow night. Either one. But I have some stuff to do. But while I'm relaxing, I thought I'd pull up the journal and see when this cabin was built. I haven't written in the journal since 2014, I could see, and I'm going to start again the beginning of next season. I'm not going to do anything this year. So I'll leave it on the table and make sure that it's always written in every trip. Then we start keeping track of the furs and what's happening around here. I'll probably start reading that this next year. I've got time, obviously. I could bring it with me, but man. Anyway, the cabin was built in 2002, and the first night in here was March 9th. So I'm writing in the journal here, March 11th at 1:04 p.m. -28 northwest wind, and it's Monday. Well, I'm writing in the new cabin for the first time. The first night slept in here was March 9th. Sure is nice to have all this room. Still a lot of work to do, but we can now slow down for a bit and enjoy it. We will be leaving in about 20 minutes. Jeff broke his starter, but he managed to start his machine. Tim is out here for the first time in 2 years or so. We have a couch now that Jeff got from South Life. I guess he took off to my dad's old cabin. You know, we weren't using it anymore, and there was a hide-a-bed that came here, and we were using that. But over the years, the mice got in it, and it was full of shit and all that. So I just ended up burning the mattress and taking the whole couch to town because there was so much steel in it. I just decided to take it out of here. Anyway, he got that from South Life, and well, it's time for home. That's all I wrote. So there you go. I was in here March 9th, 2002. We slept in here for the first time. I'm just gonna fix a few of these boxes up.
I've got some longer staples now. So I'll bring some longer staples than these 1 1/8" I've been using. Last box. Well guys, I thought I'd hang some of my fur. I don't normally do this. And here's some of it. I'm not pulling it all out, that's for sure. Still got a bag that I have to do up in town. And there's still some foxes sitting over there, but that's all that's going on the wall. But it's been a fun season. And I didn't get the wolf this year, or a few of the Wolverines, but they were supposed to be sold last year and they never did sell. Someone wanted them whole. So well, they wanted them pelted out, but not they didn't want them fleshed or anything. They wanted to call the claws on and everything, but they never did take them, so no big deal. They are done now and ready to go for, ready to head out to FHA. But the biggest thing I wanted to say is a huge thank you to every one of you. You guys for all your great comments and all those positive people out there, and also to all the great advice you guys have given me all season. I listened to it all, and from a minor thing for putting your TV a little higher, that worked. Whoever you were, I remember. Actually, it is a better height, so I moved it up. To Rory last season for last telling me, hey, you should put a smoke detector in there. You're right, I should. So Rory, thank you for that. That was last season though. And of course I threw in a new fire extinguisher and all kinds of advice. You know, you get little things you miss and people say, yeah, you should do that. So don't be scared to throw it on my channel, that's for sure. You know, sometimes can't think of everything, that's for sure. I don't know everything and I can't think of everything. You know, just one person trying to get my trap line in order, and I think it's in order now. I'm super happy where I am right now. The cabin's done. I just have to do the siding next year. And I got to build a new shed in a couple of years, but that's no big deal. And then I'm right to where I want to be starting next season, and that's straight out southwest and start really trapping. We're going to start making trails along the bush line and trying to figure out where the best area is to trap. I already have this side figured out, and the tent frame is going to take me half a day to put up, and we'll be set up there. I'll just come back here, get all the pots and pans, and set it up for the winter. That's going to be fun hanging out there. So watch, we get the cabin done, we'll be hanging in a tent frame all next year. It's okay, it's new country, and it's going to be a blast. So anyway, thanks again. It's been fantastic. And you're not going to see this very often. I'm not one to pull the furs out and show you. But they're very pretty. There's one in here just like a freaking, look at that one. It's all scarred up. So I'm going to give that one to my wife, and look at the colors in it though. But it's all beat up from a Wolverine. I didn't share that with you guys. You see it there, it's all torn up. So give it to my wife because she's trying to tan fur right now. So she can have that one. I'll share that one with you, pretty cool. I made some hangers for myself, just so I can give you guys a good look. But that's it. We're going to leave it up here till I'm ready to go. I'm just about to wash dishes and do a bunch of other stuff, and it's time to get out of here.